All right, guys. Sorry, it has been a while since we've actually been able to basically put out any content. Dad life kind of took over really fast, but I always say that in every video. So I'm just gonna try my best to stop slacking, bring you guys some really good content, especially with this bad boy right here. So we are invited out to the LZ Drift Party. We have 4 days to prep the car, bring the car to Englishtown. What we're gonna have to do is lift the whole front end up, take everything apart from the LCAs, the knuckles. The only thing that's gonna probably take some time is, since we don't have a bandsaw, what we have is a sawzall and a grinder. We're gonna have to try and grind the actual knuckle. We're able to cut that off the car without having to actually touch the car yet. The only thing that comes with the mild Mantis kit is you have to also extend your brake lines and then also double check your tie rods and also your sway bar. So hopefully everything is a breeze and we can actually slap those on and we can get going on our vehicle. Okay, so one thing that I do miss about the shop is I was able to put this thing on the lift and it was a lot easier to actually work on the car. Take the front bumper off. Oh, that's cute. Flowers. I've got allergies, so probably gonna die. All right, so it's a good thing I'm short, because if I was tall, I'm sure my back would hurt really, really bad. I don't think it really matters. I think my back's gonna hurt regardless. Sawzall, because that's all we got. I guess we could use this as like an unboxing, even though it was already open. All right, so open this up. Stock C5 rear knuckle. Pop this up right here. So what we're gonna try to do, measure once, drill one, measure once, cut once. I don't really think I'm fully capable of doing this right now. I think that's straight, kind of straight. All right, guys, we are in, we got clearance, perfect. So this is now your knuckle with adjustment. So you can watch Josiah's install video. This is more just trying to get it done right now. Oh, she a dirty bitch. Oh yeah, drift car. This bumper is so fucking heavy, dude. Oh my God. I love laying under this shit. Well, they didn't say rain in the forecast, but it looks like just dealing with a little rainstorm right about now. So let's just get back to it once the rain stops. Got the whole entire upper control arm, lower control arm, getting the PBM knuckle off. We can slap on the new knuckle, slap on everything, crunch hour. We got about 2 hours to work with and it's already looking like we're not gonna be able to get to the other side. Gotta love Corvette shit. Gotta have some fun, right? This is my wheel, the inside of my console wheel rubbing. That's the inner barrel hitting. So hopefully with the LCA, we don't have that issue. So that's where we were getting locked out. The barrel would bind up on this lip right here. And then as you're turning, it just spins the car right out because you're kind of stuck in this rut. All right, guys, so we just ran into problem number one. Sure, it was just an accident, but there's a bolt that connects to the actual knuckle to connect to the LCA, and it wasn't in my kit. We're gonna have to just try and improvise so we can get the car on the ground on one side, because I'm not even gonna try to attempt the other side. I don't wanna put too much weight, probably damage something on the actual LCA. So I'm just trying to find a long bolt right now so we can attach the knuckle temporarily so the car can actually sit on its wheels and, you know, replace it when we do get the actual bolt from FDF.
All right, action.
What's up, baby?
What's going on, guys? Oh shit, got the money. Come look at the car. Just got wet sand and first shot.
You guys don't play.
Getting ready for Adam LZ event. No, we're not drifting it. But
you're not drifting it?
Show car.
Hey. Okay.
This.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
How you doing, man? You good, bro?
You know anywhere around here? Oh, wheels up. Oh my God.
Special thanks to Faction Motorsports. We got some juicy boys. Hopefully we could drive, get my LCAs on, and Chris doesn't call me tomorrow saying that I completely installed everything backwards for the alignment. I feel like it might happen, so thanks, Chris. You're welcome. Miyagi's car's looking fleek. Connor looks sexier though.
Damn straight. Forward out of the way.
Let's go up one shot.
Head into Raceway Park, the greatest place on earth. Been in traffic for a solid 30 minutes, which is good, which means it's gonna be a good turnout today. I was supposed to vlog, but having only 2 days to prepare for the car, to get ready, slap the FDF kit on. Super pumped to actually have the car with me. Hopefully we can spin some laps. We're on the stadium today. Gonna try and drive with the homies, have some fun, and you know, try not to suck. Stadium, look at this traffic, dude. It's backed up all the way to Wawa. Like, all the way back. All right, guys, so shout out to FDF and shout out to Faction Motorsports for basically getting us to the LZ Drift event. I'm super pumped that we were actually able to just show up. And I think sometimes like things go unexpectedly in order to kind of be more memorable. And I guess I learned my lesson, even though should have kind of figured that this was gonna happen. I kind of like switched up the geometry of the car. We put the new FDF mild kit with the LCAs in, thinking that we were gonna jump on the alignment rack on a certain day. We were missing a couple of parts that FDF like overnighted from their Ontario warehouse. With them overnighting the parts on Monday, we were able to work on the car on Tuesday, get the whole, basically the whole entire angle kit bolted on. Dudes over at Faction Motorsports hooked us up with a toe alignment. That was all we were able to do because there was so many adjustments on the LCAs for the FDF kit that we weren't able to perfect it. So when we went to the event, we only had like, our toe was great, our caster was like slightly off. I think we were running like 5, like a, you know, a caster of 5 or 5.5, somewhere around there. It felt it like right away. And then running no front sway bar, like I think we weren't even able to really match up the tie rod spacers that for the Ackerman settings. So we weren't even able to do that. And I was able to talk to a couple of vet guys that are running the mild kit, and I'm running the wrong Ackerman shims. So I'm gonna have to switch those out, zero them out on the Ackerman and go with that. Cause right now the car just feels super snappy on the wheel, but it also feels like no power steering. You feel everything in a good way. As a driver, it's really cool to be able to feel the road while you're driving it. So the only test run that I really had without drifting the car was driving it on the Garden State Parkway to the event. And it just felt super nimble. Like you can steer with your pinkies and the car just kind of glides where you want it to go. So I knew going to the event that it was gonna be snappy and more, you know, handsy on the wheel with that alignment that we had. I ran into some really like a lot of issues with the drilling out the hubs. If you read on the instructions alone on the FDF website, they do say that it's better to bring it to like a machinist or, you know, some metal workshop, fry out all your Milwaukee guns. And it looks super cool with the ARP studs on them. And then Brian over at Motorworks, right up in local area, he's like a metal shop. He basically hooked me up with drilling out all these holes. So we got that done, fully done, within 2 days. So by Thursday we had the hubs and we were just running out of time. So I really wanted to drive on Friday for the Drift Week guys and really, you know, run some tandems with the homies. And needless to say, I haven't driven since January, so you're kind of already like, I guess, fallen short by a lot, because I was also expecting to learn this angle kit, learn this new car, learn how the, you know, running no sway bars on the car was gonna feel, which was a huge difference, number one. And number two, it was just difficult. So even on Saturday, we were still trying to install the rear hubs. I decided to say, screw it. We got 2 sets of wheels on the 5x120s. Was only able to do the 5x114 up front with ARP studs, not the rear. Because we were doing it on Saturday morning, and I think the event started at 2, which in our session, it didn't start till 3 o'clock. Finally get to the track, and you know, you see all the homies, you see Grant, you see Rudnick. I don't think I saw Tommy. Would have been cool to link back up with Tommy. I saw Adam on grid, and then I saw all the Lone Star dudes out on grid. Got to see Chris Knapp drive his brand new 1.5J, I want to say, or just 1J, fully built 1J that he came from Florida, did a Pro-Am event out there, did a fantastic job, and then came back and then drove the LZ Drift event that same week, which is insane. So I was able to see them, see all my friends, see everybody that I haven't seen in a really long time. And it was like one of the first events that we came back and was able to see everybody pre-COVID. I was able to talk to my boy Steve with the 350Z. Shout out to Steve, Slippery Steve, for letting me follow you, dude. Like, it was sketch. Like, he gave me the, hey, go in the burnout box and see how it feels. And it felt awesome. Like the wheel was super snappy, and it was more angle than I needed in that vet, and it felt great. So we went for the first turn, locked out, which was cool. E-brake entered right behind Steve. I gave him a little bit of leeway just to kind of see where my car was. And the difference between the PBM stuff and the, I guess the FDF stuff is, it feels more of a drift car now. When before it kind of felt like cut knuckles, which it was a cut knuckle. This felt more like driving more handsy and also more foot, like more gas pedal, compared to the other kit where it felt more just gas pedal all the time, because it gets stuck at lock and you only have so much at lock that it just kind of sticks there, and then you kind of just have to float the wheel. When the FDF kit, you have so much angle that when you're running a figure 8, if you don't slow the wheel down like in mid-entry, it just locks right out, and it's so crazy how fast the wheel was going. But again, it could have been with a caster, it could have been numerous things. So basically, it did 3 laps, kept jumping into the inner field of everything, just because we were locking out full lock and then dropping and dipping a tire. When we did that last final 360 rotation spin out, I just said, we'll call it a day. Not gonna, oh, no, we didn't say call it a day. So I brought it back in just to check everything, because we did dip and I kept hearing this loud popping noise underneath the car. I ended up ripping the O2 bung sensor from the mid pipe, ripped that whole thing out, so it was like smacking into the actual floor. And I was like, all right, let's check that out. The battery somehow got loose, but nothing on the FDF kit, like nothing broke loose. We were able to bolt check everything before we went back out. As we were going to line up again for another session to kind of adapt to the way the car was acting, I left my hand on the hatch, and the wing and the hatch slammed and got locked. Like the hatch just locked on 3 of my fingers, and it was sketch. I thought I broke my fingers, which my pointer finger right on the joint here messed that up a little bit. Still kind of hurts. Was told to put in a splint. I'm not wearing that. It just was an eventful event. All right, and it's humbling and makes me realize that, you know, there's a few changes that I'm gonna have to do. Number one, not wait a week before the event to work on the car. And number two, realize that I'm a father now, so it's a lot difficult. So baby steps basically to get back into it. And then I'm gonna just have to relearn the car and progress from there. So hopefully we can get some sessions in this summer. It's the beginning of the season, but it would have really been cool to just show up to the LZ Drift Party and, you know, be able to bang with all those guys, because it's super fun. You know, Luke Fink was there, Max Kimlin, Travis was out there, All the vet dudes were out there, and that's one thing that I can take in from this event, that there is more and more, like the vet community is growing super fast. And I'm glad like we're a part of it, but you know, we have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do as a driver, and I gotta learn this chassis like soon. So I didn't want to bail out on you guys. I really wanted to show you guys what the difficulties leading up to this event and why we were there but not fully there. And either way, I'm super happy. I can't thank Raceway Park enough for throwing this event, and Adam LZ for throwing this event, because see how many people showed up and brought the community all together again, and can't thank those dudes enough. I hope they do it again soon. Yeah, hopefully we can get this car figured out. We brought the car to Faction Motorsports already. They gave us a full-blown, you know, drift spec, drift ready alignment. So I think the next time we drive this car, which should be soon, we should be driving a whole entire new chassis. So no more excuses. It's time to get to work. And if you guys have made it to this far of the video and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're only, you know, progressing from here, guys. So please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. And vet life. Break your fingers. Watch out for that hatch, my boy.